first off, give Barton College, their players and staff, a lot of credit. I thought they really came in here and played with a great deal of confidence. And, as the game went, their confidence grew. We really didn't make them very uncomfortable. I don't think we played very well for most of the game, especially defensively again. But our senior guards are really good players, and I thought those guys made plays down the stretch. I thought our defense got better. Certainly was better in the second half, and in good stretches of the second half, I thought we played very well defensively. But we've got a lot of things we've got to get better at. And, it's early in the season. We kind of know that, and we're kind of trying to play here a little bit without Eli, and we miss him. And, but it's good. It's great to have another game that was very competitive for our guys, and, it'll make us better.
Coach, what's Eli's status and Malik Williams as well?
Malik is still a ways away. I don't really, he has a concussion and hasn't been cleared and hasn't practiced all year. So I don't really know where that's going yet. Eli has a bone bruise and a sprained ankle and is starting to do a little bit better, but I'm going to know more probably in the next 24, 48 hours where exactly he is. He hasn't practiced in 10 days.
Coach, what did you say to your guys in the locker room down 5 at the half?
Just that I was disappointed with the way the game was. I thought it was, a little bit like Wilmington in that, we're just playing free and easy on offense and loose, and it's carrying over into our defense, and we're not making any tough plays defensively. And I thought we had poor communication, and that, we had to get it turned. And, I kind of got after our guys at Wilmington at halftime, and I told them I wasn't going to do that today. I'm just going to tell you, here's the 2 or 3 things we got to do to get better. You guys need to do it. This team has to, begin to drive themselves. The older players have got to take hold of this, and, we've got to make more tough plays and approach things in a better way, and thankfully they did.
What's your approach in a scrimmage like this? Are you trying to see a lot of guys, or are you treating it like a normal game?
Obviously, in the first half, we tried a bunch of different things and tried to give everybody some looks, and we probably got out of rhythm a little bit because of that. But then in the second half, we were trying to win the game. I didn't want to lose the game if we could help it, but and we had to make a lot of really good plays down the stretch to do it. Because we gave them so much confidence and rhythm through the first 25 minutes of the game. But thankfully, again, our older players settled down a little bit, and I thought Sheldon was terrific, making a bunch of plays. Marquise was good, and David Scarr was very good.
Sheldon, is it more, Coach said, he wants you guys to kind of take leadership and take the reins there. Is it more doing it with your actions or trying to be a little bit more vocal in the huddle and stuff of those things?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we need to start off by being more vocal and then let our actions show that. We can't just talk about it, we have to do it too. And I think once we start being more vocal, that'll give us confidence, and then that'll give us more aggression to show that we're about it.
What are your thoughts tonight after, now that you can sit back and you guys won? What were your thoughts on how the game went and what you think you guys got to do to get better?
Basically, like Coach said, I think Barton came out and they played well at the beginning and they got a lot of confidence, and then after that, they were tough to guard. Our communication has to get better. I think just at the end of the day, we have to do a better job of leading them. I think I can do a better job of being vocal and showing more emotion to help guys get ready to play. And at the end of the day, I think we won, and that's what matters.
Coach, you told us a few weeks ago that Scarr was really working on his offense in the offseason. He was 4 for 4 in the last game and 7 for 10 tonight.
Yeah.
How much of a boost does that give you offensively?
Oh, tremendous. We might not win a game if he doesn't play this well. It's just good to see because he's worked really hard at it, and he's worked hard at it for a while. It wasn't something that, he worked hard at it last year as well. But he was, I'm sure a little nervous. Just it's hard to join a team in the middle of the season. Even when Eli did it a couple years ago, it's hard. Guys, like we were playing well last year. When Eli did it a couple years ago, we were doing well. And you throw another guy out there that's a good player, but they're trying to figure out where they fit, and you've played 10 or 12 games, and other guys kind of, they're taking minutes from somebody, and, where do they go, and what do they – and so I just think it was hard for him for a long time last year. And we just kind of felt like, hey, all off season, when in the fall he's just approached things very well. He's not a guy that's out there trying to dominate the ball or do anything, but he's not going to pass up a shot when it's there. And you saw tonight he was played with great confidence and poise and made a bunch of big shots.
Brad, you started Newman tonight. What was your thoughts on starting the freshman, and what's he done to get the start on that?
Well, defensively he's been pretty good. I don't think he was good tonight in a lot of ways. He doesn't communicate enough, and there's a lot of things going through his mind that he's trying to still figure out, but his energy level was a little lower, and that's not good because that's what he brings. He's a high-energy guy. He's an energy giver, and we need that. He's a big athletic wing that can really help us along with Scar guarding a bunch of different kind of guys. And, it's just work in progress. It's just what you expect. It's great that he's getting a bunch of minutes in all these early contests. We just need him to start to get a little bit better.
Shelton, how's the knee feeling right now?
Well, I feel fine. I think that's behind me.
Feels better than any time last season?
I feel 100%. I feel fine.
Sheldon, is it just a factor right now of getting comfortable playing with some of these new faces? I know you've practiced together for a long time, but once you actually start playing games, is it a factor of feeling comfortable with the new pieces?
I think we feel comfortable. We know everyone's tendencies. We've been practicing all summer, all preseason, so I think everyone knows each other's tendencies and stuff like that. I just think it's just getting used to playing, really. You have game action is different than practice action. I think once that happens and guys get a couple of games under the belt like now, it'll help.
Coach, y'all made 25 out of 27 free throws. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, very, very important. Great way to close out the game. We did it a lot last year. Hopefully it'll continue. When you have guards that can really shoot and the ball's in their hands a lot, it really helps late in games. Marquise was outstanding. Shelton was outstanding. And then the other guys stepped up and did a nice job. So, we feel like we have a team that shoots the ball well. We didn't shoot the ball well from three tonight. But thankfully, this is the second game in a row where we've really shot free throws well.
Coach Tyson's given you some good minutes the last couple of games. How would you assess his play?
Work in progress. I'm really pleased with the way he's rebounding. It's the second game in a row. I think he's had 5 defensive rebounds. So I think he's a guy that gets his nose in there. He certainly likes to shoot the ball and has, been okay with that. Didn't make any threes tonight. But, I'm pleased with his development. We feel like he has a chance to be a really good player for us. He just got to settle down, learn a few things defensively.
Any more questions? All right.